Section 1 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Little T. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 1. All That Matters. When all that matters shall be written down, and the long record of our years is told, where sham like flesh must perish and grow cold, when the tomb closes on our fair renown, and priest and layman, sage and mottled clown, must quit the places which they dearly hold, what to our credit shall we find enscrolled? And what shall be the jewels of our crown? I fancy we shall hear to our surprise some little deeds of kindness long forgot, telling our glory in the brave and wise deeds which we boasted of and mentioned not. God gave us life not just to buy and sell, and all that matters is to live it well. End of Section 1. Recording by Little T.
Section 2 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 2. Until She Died. Until she died, we never knew the beauty of our faith in God. We'd seen the summer roses nod and wither as the tempest blew, though many a spring we lived to see the buds returning to the tree. We had not felt the touch of woe, what cares had come had lightly flown. Our burdens we had borne alone, the need of God we did not know. It seemed sufficient through the days to think and act in worldly ways. And then she closed her eyes in sleep. She left us for a little while. No more our lives would know her smile. And oh, the hurt of it went deep. It seemed to us that we must fall before the anguish of it all. Our faith, which had not known the test, then blossomed with its comfort sweet, promised that some day we should meet, and whispered to us, "He knows best." And when our bitter tears were dried, we found our faith was glorified. End of Section 2. Recording by Traza, Uruguay, South America.
Section 3 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Shakira Searle. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 3. The Call. I must get out to the woods again, to the whispering tree and the birds a-wing, away from the haunts of pale-faced men, to the spaces wide where strength is king. I must get out where the skies are blue, and the air is clean, and the rest is sweet, out where there's never a task to do, or a goal to reach, or a foe to meet. I must get out on the trails once more, that wind through shadowy haunts and cool, away from the presence of wall and door, and see myself in a crystal pool. I must get out with the silent things, where neither laughter nor hate is heard, where malice never the humblest stings, and no one is hurt by a spoken word. Oh, I've heard the call of the tall white pine, and heard the call of the running brook. I'm tired of the tasks which each day are mine. I'm weary of reading a printed book. I want to get out of the din and strife, the clang and clamour of turning wheel, and walk for a day where life is life, and the joys are true, and the pictures real. End of Section 3. Recording by Shakira Searle.
Section 4 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Little T. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 4. Mother and the Baby. Mother and the baby, oh, I know no lovelier pair, for all the dreams of all the world are hovering round them there. And be the baby in his cot, or nestling in her arms, the picture they present is one with never-fading charms. Mother and the baby, and the mother's eye aglow with joys that only mothers see and only mothers know. And here is all there is to strife, and all there is to fame, and all that men have struggled for since first a baby came. I never see this lovely pair, nor hear the mother sing the lullabies of babyhood, but I start wondering how much of every man today the world thinks wise or brave is of the songs his mother sang, and of the strengths he gave. Just like a mother, oh, to be so tender and so true! No man has reached so high a plane with all he's dared to do, and yet I think she understands, with every step she takes, and every care that she bestows, it is the man she makes. Mother and the baby, and in fancy I can see her life being given gladly to the man that is to be. And from her strength and sacrifice, and from her lullabies, she dreams and hopes and lightly prays a strong man shall arise. End of section 4. Recording by Little T. Section 5 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Little T. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 5. Old-fashioned letters. Old-fashioned letters! How good they were! And nobody writes them now. Never at all comes in the scrawl on the written page which tells us all the news of town and the folks we knew, and what they had done or were going to do. It seems we've forgotten how to spend an hour with our pen in hand, to write in the language we understand. Old-fashioned letters we used to get, and ponder each found line over. The glad words wove like running gold, as smoothly their tales of joy they told, and our hearts beat fast with a keen delight as we read the news they were pleased to write, and gathered the love they bore. But few of the letters that come today are penned to us in the old-time way. Old-fashioned letters that told us all the tales of the far away, where they'd been and the folks they'd seen, and better than any fine magazine was the writing, too, for it bore the style of a simple heart and a sunny smile, and was pure as the breath of May. Some of them oft were damped with tears, but those were the letters that lived for years. Old-fashioned letters, how good they were! And oh, how we watched the mails! But nobody writes of the quaint delights of the sunny days and the merry nights, or tells us the things that we yearn to know, that are passed out with the long ago, and lost are the simple tales. Yet we all would happier be, I think, if we spend more time with our pen and ink. End of section 5. Recording by Little T.
Section 6 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Leonard Wilson of Springfield, Ohio. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 6, God Made This Day for Me. Just the sort of weather and just the sort of sky which seemed to suit my fancy, with the white clouds driftin' by on a sea of smooth blue water. Oh, I ain't an egotist, with an I in all my thinkin', but I'm willin' to insist that the Lord that made us humans and the birds in every tree knows my special sort of weather, and He made this day for me. This is just my style of weather, sunshine floodin' all the place, and the breezes from the eastward blowin' gently on my face, and the woods chock full of singin', till you'd think birds never had a single care to fret 'em, or a grief to make 'em sad. Oh, I settle down contented in the shadow of a tree, and tell myself right proudly that the day was made for me. It's my day, sky and sunshine and the temper of the breeze. Here's the weather I would fashion could I run things as I please. Beauty dancin' all around me, music ringin' everywhere, like a weddin' celebration. Why, I've plumb forgot my care and the tasks I should be doin' for the rainy days to be, while I'm huggin' the delusion that God made this day for me. End of section 6. Recording by Leonard Wilson of Springfield, Ohio.
Section 7 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Asaf Koss. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 7. Forgetful Pa. My pa says that he used to be a bright boy in geography, and when he went to school he knew the rivers and the mountains too, and all the capitals of states, and boundary lines and all the dates they joined the Union. But last night, when I was studying to recite, I asked him if he would explain the leading industries of Maine. He thought and thought and thought a lot, and said, I knew, but I forgot. My pa says when he was in school, he got 100 as a rule, and grammar was a thing he knew, because he paid attention to his teacher, and he learned the way to write good English and to say the proper things, and I should be as good a boy in school as he. But once I asked him could he give me help with the infinitive. He scratched his head and said, Great Scott, I used to know, but I forgot. My pa says when he was a boy, arithmetic was just a toy. He learned his tables mighty fast, and every term he always passed, and had good marks, and teachers said, that youngster surely has a head. But just the same I notice now, most every time I ask him how to find the common multiple, he says, that's most unusual. Once I'd have told you on the spot, but somehow, sonny, I've forgot. I'm telling you just what is what. My pa's forgot an awful lot. End of section 7.
Section 8 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Little T. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 8. Motherhood. I wonder if you'll stop to think, when the long years have traveled by, who heard his plea, I want a drink? Who was the first to hear him cry? I wonder if he will recall the patience of her and the smile, the kisses after every fall, the love that lasted all the while. I wonder, as I watch them there, if he'll remember when he's grown, how come the silver in her hair and why her loveliness has flown. Yet thus my mother did for me, night after night and day by day. For such a care I used to be, as such a boy I used to play. I know that I was always sure of tenderness at mother's knee, that every hurt of mine she'd cure, and every fault she'll fail to see. But who recalls the tears she shed, and all the wishes gratified, the eager journeys to his bed, the pleas which never she denied? I took for granted, just as he, the boundless love that mother gives. But watching them I've come to see, time teaches every man who lives, how much of him is not his own. And now I know the countless ways by which her love for me was shown, and I recall forgotten days. Perhaps some day a little chap is like him, and he's now like me, shall climb into his mother's lap for comfort and for sympathy, and he shall know what now I know, and see through eyes a trifle dim the mother of the long ago, who daily spent her strength for him. End of Section 8. Recording by Little T.
Section 9 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 9. Playing for Keeps. I've watched him change from his bibs and things, from bonnets known as cute, to little frocks, and later on I saw him don a suit. And though it was of calico, those knickers gave him joy, until the day we all agreed was time for corduroy. I say I've seen the changes come, it seems with bounds and leaps. But here's another just arrived, he's playing mibs for keeps. The guideposts of his life fly by, the boy that is today, tomorrow morning we may wake to find has gone away. And in his place will be a lad we've never known before, older and wiser in his ways, and filled with new-found lore. Now here's another boy today counting his marble heaps, and proudly boasting to his dad he's playing mibs for keeps. His mother doesn't like this change, she says it is a shame, that since he plays with larger boys he's bound to lose the game. But little do I mind his loss, I'm more concerned to know the way he acts the times when he must see his marbles go. And oh, I hope he will not be the little boy who weeps too much when he has failed to win while playing mibs for keeps. Playing for keeps, another step towards manhood's broad estate. This is what some term growing up, or destiny, or fate. Yet from this game with marbles, played with youngsters on the street, I hope will come a larger boy, too big to lie or cheat. And by these mibs, which from his clutch another madly sweeps, I hope he'll learn the game of life, which must be played for keeps. End of Section 9. Recording by Patty Cunningham.
Section 10 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Jeannie Whitfield from Traditions in Biloxi, Mississippi. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 10. The Frosting Dish. When I was just a little tad, not more than 8 or 9, one special treat to make me glad was set apart as mine. On baking days she granted me the small boy's dearest wish, and when the cake was finished, she gave me the frosting dish. I've eaten chocolate many ways, I've had it hot and cold, I've sampled it throughout my days, in every form it's sold, and though I still am fond of it, and hold its flavor sweet, the icing dish I still admit remains the greatest treat. Never has chocolate tasted so, nor brought to me such joy, as in those days of long ago when I was but a boy, and stood beside my mother fair, waiting the time when she would gently stoop to kiss me there, and hand the plate to me. Now there's another in my place, who stands where once I stood, and watches with an upturned face, and waits for something good. And as she hands him spoon and plate, I chuckle low and wish that I might be allowed to wait to scrape the frosting dish. End of section 10.
Section 11 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Asaf Kos. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 11. Play the game. When the umpire calls you out, it's no use to stamp and shout, wildly kicking dust about. Play the game. And though his decision may end your chances for the day, rallies often end that way. Play the game. When the umpire shouts strike two, and the ball seems wide to you, there is just one thing to do. Play the game. Keep your temper at the plate, grit your teeth and calmly wait, for the next one may be straight. Play the game. When you think the umpire's wrong, tell him so, but jog along. Nothing's gained by language strong. Play the game. For his will must be obeyed, wheresoever baseball's played. Take his verdict as it's made. Play the game. Son of mine, beyond a doubt, fate shall often call you out, but keep on with courage stout. Play the game. In the battlefield of men, there'll come trying moments when you shall lose the verdict, then play the game. There's an umpire who shall say, you have missed your greatest play, and shall dash your hopes away. Play the game. You must bow unto his will, though your chance it seems to kill, and you think he erred, but still, play the game. For the great umpire above sees what we see nothing of, by his wisdom and his love. Play the game. Keep your faith in him, although his grim verdicts hurt you so. At his will we come and go. Play the game. End of section 11.
Section 12 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Little T. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 12. When the Young Are Grown. Once the house was lovely, but it's lonely here today. For time has come and stained its walls and called the young away. And all that's left for mother and for me, till life is through, is to sit and tell each other what the children used to do. We couldn't keep 'em always, and we knew it from the start. We knew when they were babies that some day we'll have to part. But the years go by so swiftly, and the littlest one has flown, and there's only me and mother now left here to live alone. Oh, there's just one consolation, as we're sitting here at night. They've grown to men and women, and we brought 'em up all right. We watched 'em as we loved 'em, and they're splendid, every one. And we feel the Lord won't blame us for the way our work was done. They're clean and kind and honest, and the world respects 'em too. That's the dream of parents always, and our dreams have all come true. So although the house is lonely, and sometimes our eyes grow wet, we are proud of them and happy, and we've nothing to regret. End of section 12. Recording by Little T.
Section 13 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Leonard Wilson of Springfield, Ohio. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 13. The Boy's Ideal. I must be fit for a child to play with, fit for a youngster to walk away with, fit for his trust, and fit to be ready to take him upon my knee. Whether I win or I lose my fight, I must be fit for my boy at night. I must be fit for a child to come to, speech there is that I must be dumb to. I must be fit for his eyes to see, he must find nothing of shame in me. Whatever I make of myself, I must square to my boy's unfaltering trust. I must be fit for a child to follow, scorning the places where loose men wallow. Knowing how much he shall learn from me, I must be fair as I'd have him be. I must come home to him day by day, clean as the morning I went away. I must be fit for a child's glad greeting. His are eyes that there is no cheating. He must behold me in every test, not at my worst, but my very best. He must be proud when my life is done, to have men know that he is my son. End of section 13. Recording by Leonard Wilson of Springfield, Ohio.
Section 14 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 14. Grandmother says when I pass her the cake, "Just half of that, please." If I serve her the tenderest portion of steak, "Just half of that, please." And be the dessert a rice pudding or pie, as I pass Grandma's share she is sure to reply, with the trace of a twinkle to light up her eye, "Just half of that, please." I've cut down her portions, but still she tells me, "Just half of that, please." Though scarcely a mouthful of food she can see, "Just half of that, please." If I pass her the chocolates, she breaks one in two, there's nothing so small but a smaller will do. And she says, perhaps fearing she's taking from you, "Just half of that, please." When at last Grandma leaves us the angels will hear, "Just half of that, please." When with joys for the gentle and brave they appear, "Just half of that, please." And for fear they may think she is selfish up there, or is taking what may be a young angel's share, she will say with the loveliest smile she can wear, "Just half of that, please." End of section 14.
Section 15 of All That Matters. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Jeannie Whitfield from Traditions in Biloxi, Mississippi. All That Matters by Edgar A. Guest. Section 15. The Common Touch. I would not be too wise, so very wise, that I must sneer at simple songs and creeds, and let the glare of wisdom blind my eyes to humble people and their humble needs. I would not care to climb so high that I could never hear the children at their play, could only see the people passing by, yet never hear the cheering words they say. I would not know too much to smile at trivial errors of the heart and hand, nor be too proud to play the friend the while, and cease to help and know and understand. I would not care to sit upon a throne, or build my house upon a mountain top, where I must dwell in glory all alone, and never friend come in, or poor man stop. God grant that I may live upon this earth, and face the tasks which every morning brings, and never lose the glory and the worth of humble service and the simple things. End of section 15.